So Nick and I went to this exact farmers market back when we lived in Nashville in 2016, and the difference is so crazy. I mean, when we went, we didn't bring the kids, and it was still so overwhelming trying to navigate through because there were so many people and we were all just shoulder to shoulder shuffling through, and there were so many stands. But all the empty space that you see here in these videos, that would have been full of people. And now they were only 3 farmers really, and each of those farmers had huge amounts of food, so you still got a really good selection. But again, there's only 3 of them, and you see all these empty stands that would normally be packed with a small and medium-sized farmers. And of course, that is coronavirus, but I feel like I'm still waiting to not be shocked and surprised at the differences in certain spaces before and after corona. But I guess I'm just not going to, because every time I go somewhere that's normally packed and I've had an experience there before, it's still like, God dang, you remember like everything that's going on in the world. But the botanical garden, there was not a shortage at all. It was so crazy. Aisle after aisle after aisle of all of these gorgeous plants, and I'm starting out in the whole planting thing, and my excitement just keeps growing because I'm like, I don't know how to grow any of these, and none of these look like something I should probably start out with, but it's still really cool to check out all the options you have to grow a garden. Before we went to the farmers market, though, we did walk around downtown Nashville. Cool, guys.
Nice. Let's play.
Let's go. Let's do this. Okay. Wait. Wait for me.
Look at you. Don't fall. Are you gonna dance for us? Okay, there it is.
Yeah, boy.
So I do get why a lot of people say that downtown Austin and Nashville are similar. There are some very distinct differences, but I can see the similarities between the two.
Oh, there's a giant waterfall.
Oh wow, that's super big. Are you happy? Creeper. While we were walking, we passed a couple, and the guy asked Lincoln if he could have some of his candy, and Lincoln did not look up, stop walking, or acknowledge this man other than to say, nope, not a chance. And He's the nice one. He's so sweet. And he told this man, there's absolutely not. You cannot have my cotton candy. Before we went to the farmer's market, we stopped to get something to eat, and the kids loved using adios and gracias because they said they wanted to use some Spanish words when we're out and about, and apparently those were the only two that came to mind, so that's all the waitress heard from them most of the time. But next week, I'm going to do a little recap video of the bus, just do a recap tour. And if me and Nick can find some time, just sit down and talk about how it's been living on the bus for 2 to 3 months, I think it is. So make sure you like this video and subscribe so that way you're notified of next week's video when we sit down and talk about all that. And definitely leave any comments of questions or just things you want to say about the bus or the land. Reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you guys.